Так, секундочку. Ага, вроде все нормально. Так, наконец-то загрузились. Что, сегодня первая моя трансляция по игре Elder Scrolls Online. Попробуем сегодня собрать билеты ивентовые. Праздник шута начался. И нужно успеть до конца месяца пройти сюжет области Орсиниума. Плюс еще, если не ошибаюсь, нужно одолеть мировых боссов локации, чтобы забрать там еще какую-то награду. Кстати, где-то тут должно быть указано, что именно. Так. Это, по-моему, за сюжет, если не ошибаюсь. Это за сюжет, это за сюжет. А, вот это вот, по-моему, смоляного урсака. Или он. Или он за сюжет. Ну-ка, так, дворец королей. Гардероб. Ага, защитка Орсиниума. Значит, за сюжет это мишку дают ездового. А 3 наряда это, получается, мировые боссы.
can trust this one in place.
Как ивент, сразу народу столько набегает.
The discerning.
Значит, осталось выкупить только бурлящую курильницу. 10 билетов.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Come, the realm. Well, if you must, if you stripped to your. Come, the realm needs us. My superst. Good luck finding everything on my list.
There's a hint of proud elven heritage. I only hope to inspire you all to take pride in that scant bit of nobility clinging to your lineage for generations. When I'm your
This looks ripe for adventure. Maybe a tad overripe. not like your odds.
Аниме, в котором название аниме длиннее, чем само аниме.
Это ж классика.
Какой ужас.
Пока прочитал, уже аниме закончилось.
Сама это, как ее, заставка, начало аниме, вот этот вот опенинг, блин, пол аниме занимает. Зачем так делать-то?
Чтобы не расслаблялись.
Слепили бы уже в кучу все. Нет, еще разбили на 12
Да, не,
серий.
бред какой-то.
Действительно бред какой-то. Там пусть люди мучаются. Я не для того создавал это аниме, чтоб люди наслаждались.
Именно так.
Кстати, вышла анимешка, это меня выгнали из гильдии героев. Второй сезон.
Так. Ага, я видел.
А.
Так, пыль драконьего огня у нас собрана. Собрать светящийся прах осталось. Окей. Давай на выход.
О, еще знаешь, какое аниме я посоветую?
Какое?
Сасаки и Пи.
Даже не видел его.
Нет? Поискай. Прикольно, кстати, забавная анимешка. Сасаки и Пи.
Хм. Напиши мне его, чтобы не
Хорошо.
забыть. Я пока что начал смотреть «Злодейку» 99-го.
Угу. Это мне тоже, кстати, вот понравилось, что я тебе только что говорил.
Окей.
Еще полностью вышло этот раб спецотряда.
О, вот это надо тоже будет посмотреть.
Hey, you. Wanna make a bit of gold?
А смотрел это «Последняя жизнь бессмертного короля». Там 4-й сезон вышел уже.
Какой сезон вышел?
4-й. Вот недавно последние серии вышли.
Нет, по-моему, я не знаю, смотрел, не смотрел. По-моему, нет. По-моему, нет. куда-то заехал не туда. Мне говорят, ты что-то попутал.
Ты зашел не в ту песочницу.
Да-да-да.
Это наша лопатка, давай ее.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
Festival for jesters, and the only fools I see are those in the audience.
Thwarted by my own queen in front of the other royalty. I can't be the... Aha!
Так, я пока отошел.
Ага,
Stand back
хорошо.
And let your majesty make magic. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Give it a shake. Voila! Your dazzlers, my faithful subject.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
For the Knights of the King.
Just tired of walking anyway. Comrade, a word.
This one has forged a humorousness for you, fair queen.
I thought I heard the raucous cheers and playful pops of my handiwork echoing throughout the city. Tell me it was more than my imagination.
Arbor's eating his neighbor.
Well, of course. In my experience, my loyal subjects adore being showered in the affections of their king. Oh, don't share that with the queen. I'd say our work here is done. There are other kingdoms in desperate need of our merrymaking talents. Off to Ebernhard for a royal roast. There's a... Best not to be found conspiring against my wife.
Ох, столпотворение.
Interested in some real Jester's Festival fun?
Так, ну, свои 3 билетика на сегодня мы забрали. Еще 3 билета уже завтра.
No, besides that,
Значит, сейчас зайду другим персонажем и продолжу проходить сюжет Орсиниума.
The long silent glowering?
everything comes out smoked. But seriously, they really are.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? Famished.
Back away, citizen. We have enough to deal with as it is. Soldiers can't do their job with all you civilians getting underfoot. Just because you carry a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. And as you can see, I already have more amateur warriors volunteering to help than I can handle. Why don't you just stand back and leave this to the professionals? By the king's arse, you're annoying. I should toss you in a cell, but I'm a little busy at the moment. Alright, listen. A group approached the temple. I didn't think anything of it until they drew their weapons and rushed inside. I just got back from a tour in Daggerfall, and I'm still trying to figure this city out. It's a damn maze! I heard there might be a way back in, but the soldiers
Так, секундочку. Мне тут непонятные странности. ну сейчас вроде бы нормально все. Сейчас посмотрим. Тут что-то меня прям выкинуло. Может, что-то у провайдера творится. Или у меня.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
The king sent you here to rescue the hostages, didn't he? Of course he did. That's why they recruited heroes after all, am I right? See those hawkers behind me? Don't look. Anyway, they've been acting suspiciously. Standing around, making shifty eyes, showing odd hand gestures to passers-by. I've read enough investigator Vale books to recognize criminal behavior when I see it. You never read Investigator Vale? The book's about the brilliant scholar who travels the world and solves crimes. She doesn't use magic or weapons, just her charm and her wits and... Look, I'll lend you a copy later, but we need to focus here. Isn't it obvious? Look at their evil demeanor, their villainous whispering. I bet if we rattle them, they'll run off and lead us right to the hostages. Watch. I'll just let loose an arrow. That should put the fear of Ifray into the survivor. Of course I can. I do it all the time. And I'll have you know that I'm right about 50% of the time. Fine, fine. We'll do things your way. But I'm going to keep an eye on those two.
Кто-то сиганул.
Trinamak, you're here. Someone has to save my fellow priests inside the temple. Please, I need your help. The priests inside the temple are at the mercy of these fanatics. Please, I think they want to kill my brother. Malakath fanatics. They made such a commotion when they barged in. I spotted them from the upper. They invoke the chief's name, saying he seeks revenge against the king and any who follow the false god. I've known Chief Basrag to be a hard man, but never a cruel man, never a murderer. What is the king? I see. I respect the king and all that he stands for, but his temper, it has gotten us into trouble more times than I care to remember. If it's vengeance Basrag seeks, then the king will be My fellow priests were still alive when I slipped out of the temple. But the tension in the air, I'm afraid violence is inevitable. They set up patrols inside the temple. They're holding the priests captive in the rectory. If one of the torchbearers spots you and reaches the rectory, you won't be able to save them. Avoid the torchbearers at all costs, or at least take this key. It will unlock the temple's rear entrance. Once inside, you'll need to find the key to the rectory, where they're holding my fellow priests. May the luck of Trinamak be with you. I'll inform the guards and try to send more help your way.
Lock the priests in the rectory. As soon as Kurog arrives, we kill them all.
Stealth. Stealth. С лопатой. Я не могу.
you get in here? No matter. You did it.
Тихо. Стелс. Миссия невыполнима. Упс.
Chief Basrock said to leave one of you alive to tell Kurog what happened here. The rest of you, time to die.
Please, there's no need for this insanity. Just leave us alone!
All right, don't cry for mummy.
Kurog's people have arrived. Kill them all!
Thank you for helping us. I thought they were going to kill us.
This is bad.
I don't know how to thank you. These fanatics, they beat us, threatened us. They told us they were High Priestess Solgra and our brothers and sisters in Trinimac. The fanatics gathered us up and forced us in here. But Solgra, she isn't one to put up with such nonsense. She put a blade into one of them and ran into the back. I have the key. I'll open the door for you. Find the others, please. I don't know what Solgra planned to do, but she had that look in her eyes when the fanatics started hurting our people. Solgra and the others should be somewhere through this door. Find a way to open the main temple doors and let the soldiers in. Good luck. Get her! Don't let her escape!
I'll die before I let you hurt the others.
They're coming for us. Mother Morrowind has her eye on you. Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers. Where'd you go? Thank you for that. I thought I could handle them, but the odds got a little overwhelming. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I catch my breath. Just got the wind knocked out of me a little, that's all. Not exactly. They claimed to be devoted followers of Malakath, and said they were working for Chief Bazrag. They caught us by surprise, threatened us. Did you run into Ugus? How are he and the others faring? Well, that puts my mind at ease. I hated leaving them, but the others back here needed help too. But I'm still not completely certain what the attackers hope to accomplish. Why take us hostage? Why not simply kill us and be done with it? Spill the blood of innocents and blame the king for their deaths, for not being able to protect his people. What a fiendish scheme. But the king sent you in his stead. Very astute on his part. That decision may have saved many lives. We were supposed to assume they were Malakath devotees, but they didn't seem particularly religious to me. Even I don't believe Malakath would sanction a slaughter such as this. They mentioned Chief Bazrag, though. Said he gave them their orders. I've always found the chief to be noble, but it doesn't take a lot to change a person. His forts ravaged, his traditions threatened. I can see how such things could lead to this. The king...
This is the last of them! Let's finish these bastards off!
Spread out!
One of the priests finally managed to open the temple doors. It appears that you had the situation mostly well in hand from what I can see.
I'm glad to see you and the priest alive. I believe things may have played out very differently if you hadn't agreed to my plan. But what of the High Priest? That is good news indeed. I will make sure that a military contingent protects this temple. Increased patrols around the perimeter, soldiers assigned to guard the inside of the temple. The priests will not have to live in fear of another attack, not so long as my son is king. Bazrag has never agreed with Kurog. He made threats in the throne room, as I'm sure you heard. Besides, his boldness and devotion to Malakath are legendary. It appears Bazrag wishes to challenge our king. My son needs to solidify his hold on the clans. All of the chiefs must accept Kurog as their king for the betterment of the Orsimer people. You have done much already. Many lives were in danger, yet somehow you managed to make sure none were lost. Please. Solgra, my child, come join us. Are you injured? Should I call a healer?
Thanks to our friend, I am well and ready to serve.
Yes, our call for assistance has already proven to be a more than worthwhile endeavor.
Thank you again for saving the temple priests. I don't even want to imagine how things might have turned out without your intervention. I look forward to talking to you again under better circumstances.
Mortal wares are now at the fort, and now I see people willing to spend. Do you not agree?
return. Come! I heard what you did at the temple. Your efforts no doubt saved countless lives. I would have been a bit more spectacular in my actions, but I am the king after all. The news troubles me, however. It pains me to hear the Chief Basrog. Between what you learned and what my scouts uncovered, I'm afraid so. His unwavering devotion to Malakath, his absolute hatred of Trinimac, his refusal to recognize my authority? I'd say Chief Basrog is getting desperate. Basrog wants to start a war? Then damn it all to oblivion, we have to stop him. His forces are powerful enough to overwhelm the lesser clans, and he's no slouch when it comes to fighting either. If he were to make a challenge for the throne... It's time to assemble the Great Moot. I want you to visit the clan chiefs that still haven't accepted my grand vision. Talk some sense into them. Get to them before Basrog poisons the well, and really turn... You made an impression already, but don't worry. I'm not expecting them to come just because you asked nicely. The chiefs are stubborn, but they each have a problem that's confounding their clan. Solve their problems, and they'll attend the moot. Now you get it. Help the chiefs, and they'll be obligated to accept your invitation. I've tried to convince the chiefs of Tumnash, Morkul, and Shatul to join my kingdom. I even married a few of their daughters. We need a better solution. Tell them that you come to help in the name of King Kurog, that I'm hosting a gathering of clans, and I want the chiefs to attend. And it needs to be the clan's chief that comes to the moot. If they try to send a subordinate, I'll be highly insulted. Do whatever it takes. The chiefs must attend the moot. I trust you won't fail me. When this is over, Hrothgar will finally be forged into a united kingdom. Meet me at my corner club after you finish. All this planning has given me a powerful thirst. More? What more is there to say? The stoneworkers? Tumnash operates the Greystone Quarry, the primary source of building materials for Orsinium. I'm not sure what Chief Ramash is up to, but he's fallen behind. The Morkul clan is famous for its smiths. Some of the finest arms and armor has come out of their forges. I've been trying to get them to send experts to help us build the city, but Chief Abzug continues to hem and haw. Family troubles, he says. One of the best clans as far as food production and livestock is concerned. Expert hunters and farmers, every one of them. Chief Ogzor promised to send herds of Icharters to help feed the city, but we haven't seen so much as a bushel of apples yet.
Rather busy right now.
Only the finest merchandise.
Another outsider here to perform tricks for the false king? Bah, go back to Kurog and leave a real clan chief in peace. So, you're a lapdog and a messenger? I have no time for Kurog's games, outsider. As long as my quarry remains in danger, my place is here with my clan. You think you can accomplish what me and my strongest warriors have been unable to do? Very well, outsider. Restore order in the Greystone Quarry and I will go and listen to Kurog's fancy words.
I need to find out what happened in the quarry. Have you happened to see an elf around here? Tall, spindly, talks way too much for his own good? No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. He said he could improve efficiency in Greystone Quarry. What did we get for our trouble? First the fog, then the screams, then... not a word. And it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, Chief Ramash, went down into the quarry to look for the elf and find out what happened to our workers. He came back covered in blood. And I can tell you, I'd appreciate any help you can provide. After what happened to the chief, the rest of the clan refuses to go anywhere near the quarry. If you can get in there, find out what happened, and make sure that it's all because of that damn city they're building. The king needs stone for Orsinium's walls, for its keeps, for its damn towers. I don't know where Quarry Overseer Yadurl found the elf, but he claimed he could increase our production. Typical elf. Too clever for his own good. All tricks and hasty maneuvers. But our clan depends on the quarry. It's our livelihood. If we can't determine what happened down there and fix it, the Tumnash clan is finished. In the Longhouse, tending to his wounds and raging about the troubles that have befallen us. By Malakath's crooked tusk. Chiefs and their howling.
Shadows in the fog.
Так, секундочку, я сейчас проверю. Все ли нормально.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Greystone Quarry? What happened? The High Elf, that's what happened. Things were fine for a while. Rock flowed out of the quarry at a record pace. But then we broke. It was fog. Thick as stew it was. Chief Ramash and Huntwife Bulgar decided to enter. We entered the fog, but we weren't alone in there. There were shadows, things in the fog. We were attacked. I saw the chief run out. Find the Huntwife and her daughter, and kill as many of those things as you can. Like I said, it was dark, foggy. Couldn't make out anything except shapes, shadows in the fog. Even though I couldn't see them clearly, I could hear them. We just entered the cavity when I noticed the strange pipes on the walls. If I had to guess, it was the steam coming out of those pipes that created the fog. Made it impossible.
thought you were one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Now, care to explain what you're doing down here? Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. One of those metal spiders took a chunk out of my leg. Nothing too... I don't. But I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse. He's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more careful. But he had significantly increased our production. And you know Orsinium, they always want more stone. Shaban, she's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his fancy ways. The elf didn't seem to mind. In fact, I think he liked having someone strong and beautiful at his side. You find one, and you'll find the other.
Oh, thank Trinimac. You're not one of those dwarven dwemer things. But what are you doing down here? Did you come to help me escape from this damn quarry? Our quarry, sure. But the dwarves carved out this quarry centuries ago. It looks like they started down here and were working their way up. But don't ask me what... He told me to stay here while he went to investigate the central structure. He used his control rod to walk right past the machines. But apparently its protection doesn't extend to anyone else. That's what I get.
Off with you, Swit!
Oh, what a surprise with Zark. Seems like we explored that place only yesterday. You do remember? Stros Mackay, Dwemer Ruins, that adorable animunculus clanker. Those were good times. But now, to business. Ah, so you've met them. I really do feel awful about what happened. I offered my help because I suspected that the ruins of Mizandine were down here, but I never expected such powerful defenses. This place is remarkable. Yes, but I was referring to the fog. It was a most curious thing. As soon as we unearthed the door to this place, a heavy fog set in and the Dwemer spiders swarmed us. I know how to handle... My control rod can only handle a few constructs at a time. The scale of this place is well beyond its capabilities. This is unexpected. Our paths cross again. Thank the Eight. It's amazing how often good research leads to remarkable discoveries. Since we parted, I have come to the conclusion that this is an automated quarry. Isn't it, though? That's what we in the business call a remarkably well-preserved orb of illusion. Think of the device as a gigantic combination lock. These emitters shine light upward towards the trial and error. Like any other scientific endeavor,
Методом научного
but be sure to
тыка.
keenly observe every rotation of the rings. That's the key to our success.
Научный тык, научный вытык.
Resonators to adjust the lenses and rotate the rings. Follow me.
Never used it this much until I met you. You lead. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. Beck, I hope you're watching. I think I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that. I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap. Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up. Get back, you fetcher! I'm still here. Thanks for asking. I guess this is a fight now.
Я чувствую, здесь надолго. Так, по этой дважды, если не ошибаюсь. Ага, еще раз, и она проверяется. До нужного.
Don't like your odds.
Так, значит, эти только на внутренние две. Это на внешнюю и внутреннюю.
Get back, you fetcher! Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck. Off with you, Swit!
Ну, наконец-то.
Maybe they should try that.
Fascinating. I never imagined the control mechanism would fit inside so small a space. It will take me some time to master this device. But with it, I'm sure I can suppress the outer defenses and return the quarry to a relative... Oh yes, it's perfectly safe to work. I have something I want to try first. Something that will help repay the... If I can make a few adjustments, I want to offer the constructs to the orcs. I'm...
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap. approaching.
As soon as our scouts sent word that people were emerging from the quarry, I hurried down to see what was happening. So, where's that damned elf and dwarves? That's the last thing I expected. From the stories I've heard, things involving ancient ruins and dwarves never turn out well. Then the elf survived? Perfect! That means I still get to wring his scrawny neck. Wait a moment. What's that sound? Troll dung, it's the... To arms, my clanmates! Let's show this mad elf what we think of his dwarven army.
Don't be alarmed. I bring a gift. These constructs can work your quarry and build a great city of Orsinium.
Damn you, elf. I should kill you where you stand.
What did I say? Please, my friend, make her see reason.
He got half my workers killed, and now he insults us as well? The elf Greystone Quarry belongs to Clan Tumnosh. It should be worked by Clan Tumnosh, not those metal monsters. As long as one Tumnosh lives, we'll extract stone from this quarry with orc sweat and orc muscle. We dishonor ourselves and our ancestors if we step back and let machines do all the work for us. It figures that an elf would come up with such a disgraceful and dastardly plan. Do you really think the other clans will accept this tuskless runt and his clockwork pets building the king's precious city? It will divide the Orsimer even more than we already are. And that's saying something. By Malakath's swollen foot, you're an irritating one. But no, I won't have these metal monsters working alongside faithful orcs. Take the constructs to Orsinium if you wish. Just get them out of here. My clan wants nothing more to...
Vexing for some competition.
Ah, outsider. I confess I had my doubts, but my forge wife tells me you were as good as your word. Oh, very well. You performed a vital service for my clan. The least I can do is go and listen to whatever fancy words Kurog wants to shout.
Tired of walking anyway.
Какие жестокие игроки.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife. Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge. Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
Oh.
I should have been at my husband's side.
Rotten luck, Chief. Rotten luck. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left. Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Chatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good... We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkale the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club. I don't really know. Most giants are surly enough. Urkale the Cleaver, we've come to learn, is a mean drunk. Once, he tore off an Ichater's crest and tossed it across the snow like he was skipping a stone. Heard they found it in foreign. You're right. Only made it 100 paces before it slammed into a tree. Took half a day to saw that bloody crest out. We tried to reattach the thing, but the Ichater wanted nothing to do with it. Most of Chatul's warriors died in the first Winterborn raids. Without a good contender for chief, neighbor will fight neighbor for a title they can't hope to hold. We can't afford that, after losing so much to the raiders. Truth is, everyone's afraid. The chief kept this clan together for 2 decades. A strong contender will quiet their nerves. Slaying the giant who killed Chief Ogzor? None will doubt my strength. Ha! Exactly. Oh, you were asking. Well, I never challenged Chief Ogzor, even though people thought I could take him. But how could I kill my friend? Contenders for Chief fight it out in the Bloody Knoll. It's our shrine to Malakath, up on the hill. He who emerges is Chief. Simple as that. Well, of course, that's how it's always been. Never thought about it any other way. I suppose it's possible. Still, I wouldn't wish she'd face constant challenge. Whispers behind her back, bitter sulking, the petty disrespects you expect from children, but all from grown orcs who should know better. We travel where the Ichater travel. Can't say it'd be good if the chief was stuck here defending him, herself, I mean. I wouldn't want to put my clan through that, but that's me.
Let's ride!
All right, let's find Urkale the Cleaver.
Zara! Guess she's out. Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell you Zara when she's back. You deserve the credit. That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Shatul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again. Small clan. Our stronghold let Shatul camp there in the summers, in return for choicest pick of a chater. Chief Ogzor wanted to strengthen the bond by marrying away his daughter. Ashruka was to be my hunt wife, but that didn't happen. Ashruka refused to be traded like the choicest pick of a chater. She chose exile rather than marry me. A month later, raiders from the Reach wiped out my whole clan. Chief Ogzor took me in. Don't really know. Shatul tries not to talk about its exiles. Chief Ogzor forbade anyone from speaking of her. I think he blamed himself for pushing her away. After her mother died, Ashruka and her father were always at odds. It was inevitable. No, I've always respected how Ashruka held her ground, and I wasn't too keen on the match. I'd known her since she was a child, so going from Uncle Lorig to husband, we call that a Valenwood marriage. But don't let a wood orc hear you say it. Never. Chief Ogzor knew I'd consider that a dishonor after what he'd done for me, and Shatul needed my muscle. It wasn't charity, if that's what you're thinking. Chief Ogzor's mother, Shatul's wise woman, though she hates it when we call her that. It falls to her to select the candidates for chief, and she's right over there. Yazara, look! I cut this off her Kale the Cleaver. My friend here struck the killing blow.
Impressive, Lorig. Why don't you show the others?
Sound advice, as always.
Come closer. We should speak. You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Shatul today. Nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of someone so capable. If Shatul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Lorig is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him. Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion. Shatul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. We have no walls to hide behind, only our wits and our skill herding a chater. If Ulgesh has neither, I need to know. I sent him after Scamper, our laziest at chater. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been talkative, but see what you can learn as you aid each other. I'll want to speak with you when you return.
Off we go!
Who are you? I don't need your help. All right, let's finish this so I can get back to the clan. Yazara asked for a snow truffle. This lazy beast can sniff it out, but it's a two-person job. I can't keep Scamper and hunt for a snow truffle. It's like a tundra truffle, but tastier. Only grows in these parts. No clue. A potion, maybe? You scout ahead, find a truffle patch. Scamper will sniff the patch. If there's a snow truffle, he'll dig it. Scamper is fast asleep. Near boulders or trees. Lots of them between here and Chateau. It's why they camp here in the winter. Damn. No snow truffle. Nothing. Keep trying, Scamper. Scamper earned some sleep. Let's get back to Chateau. We should get back to Chateau. I think you found one. Get that snow truffle to Yazara. And thanks. I won't forget your help.
Did you find Olgesh? Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper. He'd have tried to kill you, but you slew Urkale the Cleaver. I expect Olgesh would now be dead. Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for Chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new Chief of Chateau. I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Chateau, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you for the snow truffle, Bloodkin. Sometimes the smallest favors are hardest. It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved them all. He won't be able to taste it. His mind, you see, there's nothing left of him. But I'll mix it into the poison so he enjoys it. The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body. No, it is me, murdering my own son. Chateau must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take... I doubt that. An orc of Chateau would truly understand. You are neither. Yet you are bloodkin to our clan. and your words give me the strength.
I miss roasting pupil scribs over a fire. So sweet and airy, with a hint of crunch.
Как-то она называлась. Ага.
тут.
Ага.
Фармишь?
Нет, эмоции расставляю. У меня просто сколько-то уже? 4 музыкальных инструмента, вот. Увидел, как один игрок танцевал, а другой на дудке играл, на флейте вроде как. Прикольно. Я решил посмотреть, сколько у меня там их скопилось. Так. Ага, канун. Эмоции, стрела в колени.
Да уж. Это отсылка какая-то, да?
Да. У меня где-то еще классная эмоция была, такой трон зеленый. Прям крутая тема.
А почему зеленый?
Ну, он типа из растений такой сделанный.
Угу. Ну хорошо, хоть из растений.
О, посади себя, по-моему, называется.
Он же памятник.
О, прикольный музон. Блин, залипательная вещь.
В ритме пункт, пункт, пункт.
Не.
Over here. We need to talk. You looked different from inside Olgesh's helmet. What? What did you know? Yes, that's... You're right. I see. You seem to know much about me, Snow Truffle. But not everything. A merchant friend keeps me informed of Shatul. When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Shatul must survive. Lorig is a fine warrior, better than my father. But that's the problem. He never challenged my father. He's like an Achater bull that refuses to mate, no matter how much ginger pulp you feed him. I haven't thought about that in years. He was always Uncle Lorig to me. Taught me how to play chop. Always called me Little One, even when I was nearly his height. I looked up to him. Then Lorig's heart was never in the match. But refusing would have led to a feud. Father was insufferable. A chief's daughter must bear the clan's burdens. But children are a burden I don't ever plan to bear. Not for the clan, not for anyone. Now I head to the Bloody Knoll. There I will kill Lorig and become chief of Shatul. For this to work, my grandmother must know my intentions. Inform her, and I swear upon my mother's memory, I will repay gladly. Tell her the truth. I don't care if she approves. She will need to prepare the clan for my success. If Malakath disapproves, he can strike me down in the Bloody Knoll.
My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Olgesh on his way? What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatul. I would never allow her to that foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatul will never accept an exiled woman as chief. Had she become Lorig's hunt wife as my son wanted, Shatul would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Lorig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. A chief who lost his entire clan to raiders from the Reach? He refused to challenge my son. Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender. Fair. I just watched my son die. None of this is fair. The flawed blade is a test. A weak contender who survives despite this setback deserves to become chief of Shatul. My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. What? Had she become Lorig's... Take this ritual blade. When the blade failed.
Какой ужас. Жесть. Сурово. Надеюсь, там будет выбор. Подменять клинок или нет. Тут, понимаешь, ли судьба клана решается. Орочева.
Ты за орков?
Но я прохожу тут сюжетку. Сюжетку DLC. Так как тут... Только для оружия. Лауринка. Чей бы клинок заменить? Вот прям заставляю, так сказать, одним из персонажей пожертвовать. Я хочу, чтобы они честно подрались и посмотреть, кто победит. Но нет, выбора не дают. Надо чей-то клинок подменить на корявый, и вот неизвестно, выиграет этот персонаж или нет. Тут есть, получается, скажем так, мужского пола персонаж, вот. Орк. Он хочет быть претендентом, но он, получается, был принят в, скажем, в клан из другого, более меньшего клана, потому что там другое какое-то племя напало, вырезало практически всех, и вот он, так сказать, чуть ли не один остался, вот, и перешел в более крупный клан. Вот, в итоге он хочет попробовать себя в роли главы клана. Вот. А есть еще, скажем так, дамочка тоже. Она вроде как то ли она изгнанная дочь бывшего вождя клана, вот. Ее изгнали из-за того, что она отказалась выходить замуж как раз-таки вот за этого орка, который из другого племени. Вот, ее изгнали. Вот. Но она сама по себе сильная такая. Вот. Но правила, так сказать, устои клана против того, чтобы, мол, женщина была главой клана. Вот такая вот вещь у них. И вот мне дали поддельное оружие и сказали: замени клинок слабейшего. И если на то будет воля, так сказать, их бога, ну там Малакат, по-моему, они Малакату вроде бы поклоняются, то даже со слабейшим оружием этот воин одержит победу, независимо от того, его клинок или замененный. И я вот сомневаюсь, так как орк и так сам по себе, ну, такой слабоватенький, если ему более слабое оружие дать, ну, вообще неизвестно, как поведет.
А там не будет такого после боя, что, типа, кто-то ему подменил оружие, будет, типа...
А вот я не знаю, я ни разу не проходил, поэтому я просто...
Что можно влипнуть будет в разборке?
А вот неизвестно. Но, с другой стороны, давай-ка я ему реально подменю. Дамочку я не буду подменять, потому что она и так, ну, опытная. Хотя, с другой стороны, если ей подменить оружку, типа, уравнять шансы, как бы. Потому что она довольно опытная, она была стражницей в столице. Ну, региона, получается. Вот. И как услышала, что ее отец там пострадал от дубины великана. Вот, и, кстати, превратился в овоща. То поспешила в клан. Но так как у нее такое специальное снаряжение, типа скрывающее лицо, и голос из-за этого снаряжения, типа, измененный, как будто как мужской, вот. Поэтому все думали, что это один из орков вернулся. А на самом деле это она была. Так что тут...
Орк-подкастер вернулся.
Да-да-да. Прям не знаю. Ладно, давай ей заменим оружку. Она, в принципе, опытный боец. Сильнее значительно должна быть, чем, так сказать, участник клана, который хочет главой стать. Но с более слабым замененным оружием более-менее уравнены шансы.
Shruka, you have to go. If Olgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his armor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lord.
На стрим зашел
Malakath favored the
Шона. А он тут раскрасывает эту фигурку юстиции, или как это там правильно, с Вархаммера. Святой.
Goodbye, little one.
Да уж. Как предсказуемо. Ну, конечно, она продула. Потому что клинок не тот. Хотя оказалось, что она там не служила, она просто выкупила снаряжение орка, который служил там в столице. Вот. И под видом его вернулась в клан. Такая вот загогулина.
Интриги.
Да. Интриги, подставы и расследования. Кошмар.
Да вообще.
Еще мне что-то подсказывает, что может быть нехилая резня в этом... в тронном доме, или как это там называется? В тронном зале его. Это когда уже главы кланов соберутся. Если кто-то не будет доволен. Что нынешний король столицы, скажем так, мягко говоря, очень вспыльчив. Это мягко говоря. Одного он там уже пустил под нож.
На котлеты.
Угу. Ну, 5-й сезон. Рандеву с жизнью. Анонс. And I will watch for weakness in his heart. Shatul must survive.
Certain likes a quick study.
You alone emerge from the bloody knoll.
This is not justice.
Did you pray to Malakath for your victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shatul, I present your new chief.
Chief Amsor was good for Shatul. Though the shruka fell by my hand in the bloody knoll, I vow to lead by her father's example. I lost my best friend. Then I killed his daughter. The woman I was once supposed to marry.
Жестко. Теперь вот этот орк, который стал главой клана, говорит: я потерял лучшего друга, затем я убил его дочь, женщину, на которой когда-то собирался жениться. Кошмар! Жесть.
Санта-Барбара.
You? Of course you have my support. You've done much for Shatul, and stood by me when my friend was dying. When it's...
Такс. Теперь добраться до последнего клана, и на этом хватит. Продолжим завтра. И так уже 2 часа 20 минут почти стрим. Ну, на этой ноте мы и выйдем из игры. Ох. Кошмар.
Все?
Нет, еще нет. Так, всем, кто смотрел, всем спасибо и до завтра. Завтра в 19:00 примерно постараюсь запустить, если ничего не изменится. Все, пока.